YSK. When you are driving, everyone can see when you're texting and using your phone. YSK. You know that texting and distracted driving is dangerous and can kill people you share the road with. Not just drivers but anyone near or on the street or highway. This puts your life and others' moms, dads, sisters, brothers, babies, etc. at risk. We can see your head bobbing up and down, looking up and down at your phone. We can see your device in your hand. We can see you swerving as you get close on the highway. Please don't text while driving for everyone's safety. But if you need more motivation, keep in mind others can observe you doing this, as can dash cams and police. You don't even need to physically see them texting. You can tell most of the time by them not keeping a constant speed and veering lane to lane. Almost every time I see someone driving like that, I think this idiot is playing with their phone. And most of the time I'm right. It's almost like watching a drunk go down the road. Thank you for saying this. As someone who has had their car totaled while the other person was able to drive away and say, "Sorry bro, I was texting while they had no insurance," was probably the shittiest excuse for what happened. They ran a red light and came in between me and the car I was following, but didn't think it was big deal because they were just sending a text. The kind of people that do this won't care, think this is about them. My wife was ran over by someone who was texting and driving. It's a miracle she survived. Caused brain damage among other complications. Please think about the consequences one glance at your phone could make. Everyone thinks it's kids doing it, and it's almost always an adult that comes close to killing me. Yesterday in Brooklyn I saw a dude cruise through a red light while driving a box truck. Eyes buried in his phone. Wasn't at all difficult to see what he was doing. I think talk-to-text software like Apple CarPlay is underrated as a safety feature. Not texting at all is even safer. But sometimes some people won't not text. Can't read all of this. Gotta keep my eyes on the road. In Canada, the cops had this billboard which says nobody smiles at their crotch randomly. We know you're texting. Stop before you hurt someone, something along those lines. I always thought it was a good billboard. It's true though. This is why I have extra dark mirror-tinted windows up front and windshield. People kept making faces while I was practicing violin while driving. Made it hard to focus on turning the pages on my sheets. Some dickhead on his phone was coming at me yesterday down a one-way street and he started cussing at me for being in his way. These people don't care. Even more so at night. It's like they think other people can't see the glow of their phone in the dark. I fix phones for a living and recently had a girl come to me for a repair. Her airbag had gone off and launched her phone into her face, breaking her phone and fucking up her face. I wonder how that could have happened. They know. They know you can tell, and they know they shouldn't do it. Phones have embedded themselves into their psyches so much that it outweighs any shame or fear of danger. Those people don't care if you see them. Just FYI. I don't think anyone who uses their device while driving is thinking tee-hee. No one knows I'm being naughty, so I don't think we can see you is going to convince anyone. All the other stuff though is quite important and much more persuasive. As someone who has this bad habit, I am trying to be better. The texts really can wait. Drivers using their phone also typically go way too slow on the highway, clogging up traffic for miles behind them. They also roll up to traffic lights so fucking slow and then stop with like 2 car lengths of space. These kind of drivers are so fucking insufferable. Honestly, they should just lose their license and right to drive a vehicle. Fuck 'em. If people can tell I'm texting, then they should just keep a safe distance. As can dash cams and police are the worst about it. And it's illegal in my state. I'm very ashamed to admit that this thread has made me reconsider my behavior. I have been truly irresponsible and thank God nothing has happened. Talking to you, Cleveland. At 5 a.m. when I'm driving to work and you don't even have your headlights on and the only light is lighting up your face. Humans are too irresponsible to drive 3,000 pounds. Death machines. Yes, but the people constantly doing this don't care if you notice. They are too self-absorbed to put their phones down to drive for their own safety and others. Do you think being seen by others even registers? Look in the driver's side door mirror also. If they are not wearing sunglasses, one can usually see their eyes looking down if they are trying to be sneaky. Especially at night when the damn screen reflects off at least 2 windows. I just wish police cared more. It's so obvious. I don't know how more people aren't fined every day. If I notice someone texting and driving, as soon as we come to a stoplight, I'll just casually and very obviously stare at them. Will it make them not text and drive? Maybe. Maybe not. But the least I can do is do my best to make them uncomfortable, considering they're making me feel unsafe. I genuinely wish there were much stricter laws against this. Should be on par with drunk driving. I like to use the 12 inches touchscreen on the dash instead. That's totally legal and not distracting at all. I've just started honking at people who are clearly on their phones. It's the only consistent way I've found of making sure they actually look up. Shame is a powerful motivator too. They know it's wrong. Everyone knows it's wrong. They just think no one will notice. The stigma around using a phone whilst driving needs to be the same as the stigma around drink driving. Both are incredibly stupid, selfish behaviors, and if you do it, you should are a cunt. I find Android Auto way more distracting too than just connecting my phone to the car just for calls and music. I get really upset when people look at their phone while driving. Most of them feel confident and will tell me that they're in full control, know where they are in space. But that's not the issue. The problem is that the 2 seconds you're looking at your phone can make a difference between seeing something happen and react in time or not. Text and drivers don't give a flying fuck about being seen. They don't even want to live, apparently. Try pissing in the wind next time. People who text and drive are actual garbage. Put the shit down. It can wait. You're going to kill someone. It doesn't matter that we can see them because nobody does anything to stop them from doing it. There's no reason to be looking at your phone while you're driving. These people who do this know. They don't care. My windows are covered in illegal ass window tint. You can't see shit I'm doing. But in all seriousness, I do not text and drive. It's terrible behavior and can easily cause needless deaths. I actually saw you posting this op. YSK, they probably don't care.